Yeah. Okay. Um, Obviously, a very difficult loss for our team. Heartbreaking for our players. I thought they played extremely hard, extremely tough, extremely resilient. We're not very, we didn't play very clean, not very precise in certain areas. And, if you just lump it all together and you say, well, Coach, one of you guys are going to ask me what's wrong with your special teams. And I'm going to say, well, look at the kickoff return, right? The kickoff return was exceptional. And then, but the snaps and, missing, getting one blocked, I thought it was a low kick. Second one, bad snap, missed a field goal. I thought that one he hit good. But we left points on the board. We left 5 points on the board right there. I also think a critical drive is after we got one first down, after getting it off our 1 yard line or inch line, we got a first down, and then go backwards and get the safety. I thought that was a critical drive for us and mistake by us to give them the 2 points. Extremely proud of our team with a lot of bad things going on, with ourselves making a lot of mistakes, with them doing some good things, the adversity we faced. Coming in at halftime again, nobody flinching. Everybody had a calmness about them, and it felt like we were going to go back out there in the second half and compete and come back and win the football game, and we certainly had our opportunities. With all that being said, to come down, with 2 opportunities late in the game, in the red zone there, but we came away with 0. So that's the difference in the game. I thought it was a very close game. I felt like it was evenly matched going into it. That's a good football team. We come into this environment. At times we handled it very well, and at times we shot ourselves in the foot and made some mistakes. So we have a very good team. I thought the way they handled all that, fought back, believed, came back and competed to win the game and had every opportunity to win it. Just didn't happen. So we got to go back to work, and we have a lot to play for and a lot that we know we can improve on.
Question? Obviously, the team played almost well. How do you assess how Will played and also how you guys played?
Yeah, I think, again, I think the same thing I've been saying. I thought at times he played exceptionally well. Protection was pretty good. With this structure, there were times he was maybe holding the ball a little bit, and you'll watch tape, and it'll be easy once you watch the tape to say, hey, you could have went with the ball here now or there. But, for him, there's a lot of moving pieces, a lot going on. He's playing very good football. If we get our guys set, he throws a dime and wins the game, and everybody's saying, wow, pretty impressive. To lead us back on 2 drives late in the game there, and so not sure on the very last fumble, what happened on the protection there.
Did the finger issue affect him at all?
Not that I could see. That's Will. He's amped up. He's playing hard. I'm sure could be sore right now, but he's gonna leave it all out there. That's for sure.
How much do you feel like you guys on the bright side have found something pretty good? Even if the plays didn't make you that good,
Yeah.
more times than
Yeah, the big plays have been there all season for us, whether it be on special teams and whether it be in the pass game, we felt like we had a couple opportunities. He missed the one there late on the last drive as well, just out of reach. That he'll continue to work on that. I expect him to make that play. I've seen him make it in practice, but even on the one that got us down there, I felt like he could have got in, and he was a little banged up too. Just they'll be fine, but it was a rough game. A bunch of our guys got beat up, and we're just sore and banged up and bruised. But I thought he was going to break away the kickoff return in that pass play. But he's a very talented young man, and he also plays extremely tough.
I guess Lane said after the game that his guys were motivated by Rich and Tuesday that they welcome the blitz in this offense. How is this offense doing in handling the pressure? I know it's working sometimes and not everything.
It is. It's hit and miss. I think we felt, we had one set up where we worked all week with the pressure. We got it, and we dropped the screen. You know, it's like we can't do that. You know, that's just, you know, you're gonna have one opportunity at that. We hit it again later for about 15, but we had one that could have either scored or set up, you know, a score, and we end up, I think we missed the field goal on that drive.
First half, how were they hurting you in the first half, their offense, and what was working for you in the second half to cut that off?
Well, you know it's going to be a challenge. I mean, you know that going in. You know, we've talked enough over the years about the tempo and getting used to it somewhat. They can only go so fast for so long, and our guys kind of get their feet in the ground a little bit, and settle down, and start, you know, getting used to that pace. It's almost impossible to practice that. We try, you know, we do a variety of things to simulate that, but it's still difficult. And I think early on, also. To their credit, they blocked us and made us miss and hit some explosive runs and got us on our heels a touch. And, you know, later in the game we settled in, and I think we played complementary football in the second half. You know, the offense moved the ball, you know, had some good possessions. Defense has got some good stops. We flipped it the whole first game. We felt like we were in bad field position and they had good field position. Second half, it kind of flipped. You know, we ended up getting some good field position. Defense getting a good stop and getting the ball back at the 50, I thought gave us some good momentum to get back in that game.
Well, did you consider at all taking that holding play before the 53-yard field goal with that?
Yeah, I did. I just felt like, you know, it was with that wind going that way, and you know, that you know, would be a tough field goal, and they're explosive offensively, and you saw later they converted a 3rd and 15.
How did you think Chris played?
I thought he played good. I thought he did some good things. You know, you could tell the game legs were a little. I don't want to say he's out of shape, but there's just a difference in playing games and you know, when you're amped up and just, you know, so I could tell you know, it was wearing on him a little bit late in that game, and we got a couple running backs banged up, and so you know, we needed him out there.
The fact that you finally got it out of it, you know, put his shoulder down and put the ball, there's several runs in there.
Yeah.
Some of the offense going to get that 1 or 2 yards. Now that what new coordinator has seen him after the 5 games that he's working with, do you think that evolves how you were able to call games going forward?
It does. It does. I think was it a 4th and 1 or a 3rd and 1 that he got that one, and you know, in some other games, you know, that it's been a little bit of a challenge, and so you know, for us to have that option, it'll be good because we don't have to sneak it all the time. We can see what front they're in and see if they're all pinched in. We could run it outside with Chris or sneak it, or, you know, give us different options. But certainly, you know, we have a lot of confidence in Chris, and Rich has watched him enough, even though he hasn't had him in a game. He's seen him in practice and seen him on last year's tape to know that he'll get some tough yards. So, you know, we wanted a little spark from it, and I think it did give us a little bit today.
How do you want the guys to respond to this? Do you want them to be angry? Do you want them to be?
No. I mean, just, you know, we talked all week. Like I told them, I mean, the more precise team's going to win, and you know, we weren't precise enough in certain situations. You know, and I love the way they didn't even blink. You know, they had full confidence that they would come back and win this game. We just didn't make the plays right at the end. You know, we're what? I mean, we're fractions off. You're one guy getting set from winning that game. You know, and so, you know, they'll learn from it. But, you know, I think that showed a lot because it was kind of the same situation in Florida. You know, everything wasn't going smooth, behind, on the road. Okay, go in, regroup, make our adjustments, come out and execute and go put ourselves in a position to win a game. You're not always going to do it, but you're gonna darn sure work at it to get yourself an opportunity to go win. I have no idea. I really don't.
All right, next job.
Thank
I
you.
think we're just gonna try to